Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. The Spartans will put total weather to crank us up. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So LSU's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Wide open downfield. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. You used to be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. They're going to stay competitive, and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year. Then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. LSU right back to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal.
Now, 4th down.
Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Michigan State's offense will try to get something going with their first possessions. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school. 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
Handoff to the lone back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good.
And he breaks into the open. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hand off to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
LSU 3.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. 1st down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, running back on the move. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll go right back to it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. They're working that left side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Spartans have pushed it inside the 20. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
The give to the fullback. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
On second down, wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball in different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. It's caught downfield. Touchdown LSU! What a catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Blasted as he lets it go. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, LSU! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Man, that could not... You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field.
He's going for it all. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And he's brought down after a huge completion. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. He's going to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
He's just Johnny on the spot. And now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
The give to the tailback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun to give, looking for room. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now facing a 3rd and long. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half.
LSU 17, Michigan State.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Looking to pass. It's Yates. He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
His quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story.
Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Spartans.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Line gets set, first down. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quick strike complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drop.
Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to got to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Yates. Back open in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Tigers get it past the sticks.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback checking the play. Back to pass, it's Yates. Got his man quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on you on 2nd down.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. You've seen that. And here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The give out of the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to